Hi people, in this video I want to compare if you render an animation in EEVEE with SSGI and in cycles with like the lowest settings possible. Just one bounce for everything, fake ambient occlusion, really low samples, to push it down to like the same render time an EEVEE render would have, how that looks compared to each other. And here we first have our ray tracing in cycles with just one bounce, fake simplified GI, and here we have our SSGI in EEVEE. So now we have them side by side with each other. You see they look a bit different, but both look like visually pleasing. And yeah, like EEVEE has a few artifacts, cycles has a few artifacts. I have here a screen recording, and if you look, EEVEE has occlusion artifacts. When we are going through this, you see it gets a bit darker when we get through, and now on the right side especially we see that the doorway gets darker once we have the occlusion happening. Otherwise it's a nice render to look at, and it's like 10 minutes or something to render in 1080p, which I'm really happy with for like previews or something. But yeah, then the experiment was, can I actually get cycles to render as fast, like nearly as fast, with fewer artifacts? So yeah, I rendered the whole scene again with cycles, everything turned like as low as it can be. And yeah, it looks better, temporally more stable. But because I also used that such a low amount of samples, you see here the line work. The denoiser really messes with the line work, because I was like going for a non-photorealistic result. And yeah, either you have to do more samples to get pleasing result, which would like result in faster rendering times, but I guess still manageable rendering times, or you can just do really high samples. And I don't know, if I would do a final render, I would do it on a render farm anyway, so this experiment is kind of pointless. But it was kind of funny to see that I could do cycles on my old CPU almost as fast as EEVEE, and like if you have GPU to render on, that will be even faster, even especially if it's a GPU that supports RTX rendering and stuff. Yeah, so basically that's all I wanted to show you. Just a nice experiment, a fun one. Yeah, and EEVEE looks not really photorealistic, but it looks nice. Yeah, not much more to see here. Bye.